All right, so I know that so many of you love the channelers, the predictions, the psychics, and who's remote viewing what. And you might say, I don't believe it, but it does affect you, doesn't it? No matter what you hear, you can't get it out of your head. And by the way, that's how energy works. And the minute you entangle with that thought, you actually help contribute toward its creation. This is how important it is for you to expose yourself to that which you want to become, to integrate with, to create. So I'm going to do something special for you today. I'm actually going to give a message from Archangel Michael, and then I'm going to explain to you what it actually means and why I'm giving it to you from Archangel Michael if I'm telling you that you have the answers. Well, this will be your answer. Are you ready to get something very special today? Here's your message from Archangel Michael. You ready? Let's go. Welcome to Landria on YouTube. I'm here to help you break through the fear, recognize what it is, learn how to live with it, and overcome it by overriding your own beliefs and patterns that all humans have, and to know that you are creating everything. There is nothing you watch or what you're told that cannot be changed because you hold free will. That's part of the game here. No angel, no demon can change your choice. Just remember that. So when you think something's attacking you or somebody's making you feel some way, or, well, that's a belief and you can create it. And the only reason it's happening is because you believe it. You can also believe that no one has power over you, and that would be the truth, and that's my truth. Because source is all things. There's no hierarchy in it. There are just different levels of vibration and frequency and experiences of the same source, of which is all things. That means that that darkness that you might criticize or fear is you. You hold all the power. And yes, we get assistance. That's the whole point of fragmentation. We have all skills and it is distributed amongst us because when it comes together, that puzzle piece that you are, well, the picture isn't complete without your crazy little puzzle piece or mine. I hope that you will subscribe because my channel is here to empower you, to let you know that you hold all co-creation power. Don't try and second guess somebody else's journey. Just know that you can change yours. And from everything you do, you can learn. Because no matter what level of enlightenment you're on here, you're always still learning and you will always be challenged and you'll always find out that there's something else that can take you to the next level. That means that there's no one guru, spiritual teacher, channeler, remote viewer out there that has all the answers. Everything is true. So they would all be right. We come back to one thing. You get to pick your truth. So today I'm going to give you a message from Archangel Michael. And then at the end of this, I'm going to ask you some questions. And I think you're going to walk away feeling pretty good. So I asked, what is Archangel Michael's urgent message? What could I tell my audience something? And this was the response I got. Beloved soul, don't look away. Don't skip. You've found this message not by chance, but by divine appointment. I, Michael, stand before you now in this sacred moment to deliver a truth your soul has been yearning to hear. You felt it, haven't you? The restlessness in your spirit, that sense that you're standing on the edge of a massive shift, a deep and profound change rippling through the very fabric of your reality. You felt confused, maybe even isolated, wondering why your path has felt so difficult or unclear. Listen with your heart because what I'm about to reveal is the key. It's the explanation for the blockage you felt. It is the one mental habit you must break to finally transition into the awakened frequency that is calling to you. These next few moments are critical. The future of your soul and the future of your world depend on this simple, sacred choice. The world. This is the urgent truth. Your ascension depends on understanding this. You have 60 seconds to hear the truth Archangel Michael needs you to know. So don't look away. What I'm about to reveal will explain the one mental habit you must break to finally shift into that awakened frequency. One mental habit. Your ascension depends on this. Pay close attention because I will reveal why the simple act of judging another is a poison to your spirit and the single greatest obstacle to the mass awakening of humanity. The problem? The mental habit of judgment. It's separation. Well, the one mental habit, the single pattern that has anchored you and so much of humanity to a lower frequency of suffering is the act of judgment. Now think about it, dear one. How many times a day do your thoughts turn to criticism? You see a person's choices, their appearance, their words, and a verdict is passed in the court of your mind. They shouldn't have done that. I would have handled that differently. Look at what they're wearing. Each thought, no matter how small, is a stone you cast. And you might believe you're casting it at someone else, but in the spiritual reality of our interconnected existence, you're casting it into the waters of your own soul. Each stone creates a ripple of separation, reinforcing the illusion that you are apart from and better than the one you judge. Yes, that's what you're saying. This habit is sneaky. It pretends to be discernment, wisdom, or righteous observation. But I'm telling you a profound truth. Judgment is not discernment. Discernment is an act of love, an observation of energy, so you can navigate your own path with clarity. It's neutral and empowering. Judgment, on the other hand, is an act of the ego. It's born from fear and separation, a need to define yourself by creating an other that is less than. Every time you judge, you perform an act of energetic division. From a spiritual perspective, you create a dense energetic cord between yourself and the person you're judging. This cord doesn't lift you up, it binds you. It anchors you more deeply into the collective field of judgment, a heavy, static-filled frequency that clouds your intuition and blocks the higher states of consciousness you're trying to reach. You feel stuck, you feel stagnant, like you're pushing against an invisible wall. I'm here to tell you that wall is built brick by brick with every single judgment you make. You can't ascend into a state of unity while actively practicing the art of separation. It's a spiritual impossibility. This is an important message. You can't walk through a gate of love while carrying swords of condemnation. The energies are incompatible. The doorway to the higher frequencies, to the new earth, is barred by the very act of judging. It's the lock, and your choice to release this habit is the only key. Let's talk about the revelation judgment as a form of complaint. I learned that this week, and I didn't recognize what I was doing. I thought it was something I was doing very good, and it was brought up to me that I was actually complaining. Now let's go deeper. You need to understand the mechanics of what you're doing. At its core, every judgment is a form of complaint. I didn't look at it that way. When you judge another, you are complaining to the universe about how things are. You are declaring, this isn't right, this isn't how it should be. Whether you say it out loud or you think it silently, the universe hears your declaration not as a statement about the other person, but as a statement about the reality you wish to inhabit. You might think that you are helping. Oh, this isn't right, that isn't right. And it's judgment. You're complaining. Complaint is a powerful prayer. It is a prayer for more of what you're complaining about. A foundational principle of this universe is to reflect back to you the state you are in. All thoughts, everything is a mirror. What is your life like right now? When you exist in a state of complaint, which is the energy of judgment, the universe can only give you more things to complain about, more things to judge. Haven't you noticed this in your life? When you judge a coworker for being irritating, don't they just become more irritating? When you complain about traffic, doesn't it seem to get worse? This isn't punishment. It's a spiritual principle, the law of resonance. You are tuning your energetic body to the frequency of wrongness, because that's what you're speaking. And the universe, in its infinite love, simply plays more the music you're making. It doesn't judge you. That is why judgment blocks your ascension. Ascension is the process of raising your frequency to match that of unconditional love, peace, and unity. Complaint is a powerful repellent to grace. It's an energetic declaration that you aren't open to receiving blessings because you're too focused on what's wrong with the world. To ascend, to move into what you call the new earth, you must begin a vibrational match for it. The frequency of the new earth is acceptance, allowance, and seeing the divine spark in all things, even in things you don't agree with. It is the frequency of unity, consciousness. Judgment is the anthem of separation. You can't have both. You must choose which song you'll sing. If you keep singing the song of judgment and complaint, you are choosing to remain in the reality that matches it. It's that simple. Let's talk about the deeper truth, the illusion of separation and the law of one. Now, I'll reveal the deepest layer of this truth. The reason judgment feels so heavy is because it's an act against your own being. From the perspective of Source, from my reality, there is no other. This isn't a metaphor, it is a literal, energetic truth. At the highest level, there is only one consciousness, one field of infinite love expressing itself through countless individual forms, like the sun shining through billions of dewdrops. Each dewdrop reflects the sun in its own unique way, but the light within is the same. When you judge another, you're judging a unique expression of the same consciousness that you are. You're the one cell in the body of God judging another cell. Can you see the futility in that? It's an act of self-harm disguised as an observation of another. This is the great illusion humanity has been trapped in. The belief in separation, this belief is the root of all suffering. And this is why I tell you that praying to another to change your life is saying that you don't hold the power. And although you can gain assistance, it will never infringe on your free will. You have to learn this for yourself. Like Dorothy, you always held the power. This one teaching is at the heart of so many spiritual traditions on your planet. Return to oneness, awaken from the dream of separation. Judgment is the act that keeps the dream going. It's the primary tool the ego uses to maintain its sense of a separate, isolated self. The ego gets stronger by finding fault in others. But you are not your ego. You are the vast, silent, loving awareness behind it. You are the consciousness that is looking through your eyes right now. And that same consciousness is looking through the eyes you're tempted to judge. This is the real meaning of judge not lest you be judged. It isn't a threat of divine punishment. It is a statement of universal law. When you project the energy of judgment onward, you project it into the unified field of consciousness you are part of. You are a part of that. That energy will circle back to you because there's nowhere else for it to go. You are creating the rules for your own game. If you create a game of harsh judgment, you have to live by those rules. That's how powerful you are. If you want to live in a world of peace, acceptance, and unconditional love, you must become the source of that reality. You must offer it freely to all, especially to those you find it hardest to love. This is the great work. This is the path of the master. What's the action, the conscious shift, and what must be done now? So, what do you do about this? The answer is both simple and requires your total commitment. The energies flooding your planet right now are speeding up the process of awakening. The vibrational gap between the old earth of separation and the new earth of unity is widening every day. You can't have a foot in both worlds. A choice is required. The action isn't to fight your thoughts of judgment. It's not to judge yourself for judging. That just adds another layer of the same dense energy. The action is a conscious, gentle pivot. a shift in awareness. First, the practice of witnessing. Starting now, become the silent watcher of your mind. Don't try to control your thoughts, just observe them. When a judgment thought appears, and it will, don't follow it. Don't believe it. Simply notice it. Say to yourself, ah, a thought of judgment. See it for what it is, an old mental pattern, a cloud passing in the sky. You are the sky, not the cloud. In that moment of neutral observation, the thought loses its power. Second, the practice of the blessing. As soon as you witness a thought of judgment, consciously choose to replace it with a blessing. This is the pivot. If you judge someone's angry words, silently say, I bless you, may you find peace. If you judge someone's appearance, silently say, I bless the divine light within you. If you judge a global situation, say, I bless all involved. I send light and love to this situation. This practice does two things. It starves the old habit of judgment and builds a new neural pathway of compassion. You are actively choosing to align with love. And by the way, not trying to dictate the outcome of anything. Third, the practice of radical forgiveness. Recognize that the judgments you hold most strongly against others are often reflections of judgments you hold against yourself. If you harshly judge dishonesty in others, where are you being dishonest with yourself? The path of ascension requires radical self-forgiveness. Look at your past, at all the moments you regret, and extend the same blessing to yourself. See the younger who made those choices and wrap them in the light of your compassion. Say, I forgive you. You were doing the best you could with the awareness you had. I love you. This act of inner grace dissolves dense energies you've been carrying for lifetimes. The tool, let's talk about the power of taking 100% responsibility. This is very much my training in breakthrough fear. To speed up this shift, I offer you a powerful tool, a sacred spiritual practice known on your world is Oponopono. It is based on the principle of 100% responsibility, which is the ultimate embodiment of unity consciousness. It's the understanding that you are responsible for the energy of your reality. I know, it's not easy, right? When a person or situation appears that triggers judgment or complaint, instead of projecting blame, you turn inward. You recognize that this experience is being filtered through your own consciousness, your own past programming. You then speak these 4 simple, powerful phrases to the divine within, cleansing the programming that creates the suffering. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. That's all. I'm sorry acknowledges your part in creating this reality through your perceptions. Please forgive me as a petition to the divine to help you forgive yourself and cleanse the error in your thought. Thank you is gratitude for the opportunity to see and cleanse this programming. I love you is the ultimate healing frequency, sending a wave of love through you and the situation, dissolving blockages and restoring you to a state of pure connection to source. Use this tool relentlessly. When a news story upsets you or a family member triggers you, retreat into your heart and repeat these words. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. You'll be amazed at how quickly the inner charge dissolves and with it the impulse to judge. You are taking 100% responsibility for your energetic reality. And in doing so, you reclaim your power. Beloved child of light, the time for sitting on the fence is over. The choice you make in every moment to judge or to bless, to complain or to accept, will determine the path of your soul. The energies are now potent. A conscious choice for love over fear will have a magnified effect, rippling out to help the entire collective. Don't underestimate the power of your personal transformation. As you release the habit of judgment, you become a luminous beacon. Your very presence begins to dissolve the density in others. You become a pillar of the new earth frequency, holding the door open for others by your example. This is my urgent message. It's not complex. It's a simple, sacred choice. Release the burden of being a judge. Take up the mantle of being a blessing. Choose love, choose unity, choose now. I, Michael, and a legion of the angelic realm stand with you, ready to assist. We can't make the choice for you. Remember that. But we will amplify the choice you make for love. Feel my blue flame of truth and protection surrounding you now, cutting away the old cords of judgment and strengthening your resolve. You are more powerful than you know and more loved than you can imagine. Your new life begins the moment you choose to stop condemning the old one. Let go. Surrender the need to be right and choose instead to be love. The shift is here, my friend. The door is open. This is information that I asked for regarding what I was experiencing, my access to the one source of all things, and how it might be delivered by Archangel Michael. No, it's not a channel. It's a downloaded message from a personality of high. And if you imagine this, it is real. And all forms of love exist right now. You get to choose them. The door is open. If you've heard this truth with your soul and you're ready to make the sacred vow to release judgment and embrace unity, declare it now. Your declaration is a powerful act of intention that aligns your will with the divine. Type in the comments below, I'm ready to shift, to anchor this energy into your reality and signal to the universe your conscious choice. Know that as you do, a wave of grace washes over you. I am with you always. Be at peace. I hope you'll share this message. I hope you'll go down into my description, sign up for anything that you can imagine other companies, other people are doing to live in peace without toxins and plastics and all these crazy ways that we live, and telling ourselves that we can't make those choices because we don't have enough money. This is all programming. We must live that peace now without judgment. I hope you'll subscribe. You can post this message anywhere. Practice it daily. And I hope you enjoyed my download from Archangel Michael. You are whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings for you, my friend. Namaste.